Hey everybody, this is Jim. We're going to continue our series on WrestleMania main events. I got Mr. X on the side. I'm still not
You
paying
paying
him.
me this time, right?
No.
Alright, this is my unsigned protest.
Well, that's why you're not on camera. I can't afford you right now. Alright, we're going to be doing WrestleMania 2 main event. Fire up the WWE Network or wherever you get your stuff and go to 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 9 seconds. Alright, I hope everybody's there. We're going to get going here. 3, 2, 1, boom. Alright. You're going to see this coming from LA portion. WrestleMania 3 was... WrestleMania 2 was held in 3 different cities, and this is the main event. This comes from the LA. And
Sports Arena? Was it?
Yes, sir.
Talk about ambitious, huh? What was it? LA, Chicago, and New York?
Yes. It's kind of based on, they were kind of trying to copy Crockett with the 3, or when they came for Starrcade with the 2 cities simultaneously, Greensboro and Atlanta. Oh, there you got the great Tommy Lasorda being the guest ring announcer.
He just took the mic from Lee Marshall, Stagger Lee right there.
Well, you know, he's great.
Suppose so. Okay, so this main event right now, this is Hulk Hogan, the World Wrestling Federation champion, taking on King Kong Bundy. And it's a cage match. So what were the rules of this one there, Jim?
Well, Mr. X, there you see Ricky Schroeder, the guy's timekeeper.
It was before he was Rick Schroeder, I guess, amputated the Y there.
I believe so. He's still a kid here, so you know.
Okay.
Rules of the cage match. In this, you would escape the cage.
Okay, so no pinfalls, no submissions in this one then.
No, sir.
Okay.
As you notice, this is the somewhat controversial, well, not controversial, somewhat hated Big Blue cage.
I think it's comical. What is this contraption? Why don't they just use a chicken wire fence?
Well, because a couple reasons. This cage is easier to climb, plus it's easier to shoot through as far as camera work.
That's true. Uh-oh, Robert Conrad, special guest referee here.
This ain't the first time he's been involved in wrestling. I believe he sang the... I'm sorry. I was thinking of different Robert.
The National Wrestling Alliance had many cage matches where you could escape to win, but they always use that cyclone fence. Is someone too clumsy to climb this cage? Is that the problem?
It might be. You got 2 large men. This is going to be world champ Hulk Hogan against King Kong Bundy. Backstory on this one was...
Tommy Lasorda looks nervous to read the rules here.
Well, Mr. X, he's usually a manager on the baseball field. You know, he's just in the dugout with the lineup card and, you know, giving directions to the Dodgers here. So he's a little bit nervous right now.
I suppose so. It could be a little unnerving.
Now, the backstory on this one was, back in November of '85, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant teaming up against King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd. They had a little feud going on, but 1 month before this event right here, Morocco was facing Hogan on Saturday Night's Main Event number 5. Well, either during or after the match, Bundy comes down, splashes him, injures his ribs. And after that, Bundy demanded a title shot, and Hogan accepted it. Unwise, I might add, as his ribs were hurting, and I think he let his ego kind of get involved here.
I understand Hulk wanted Bundy for this title match at WrestleMania 2.
Yes. His pride was hurt, but I think, they call Bundy the walking condominium.
I think going further back though. I think maybe to maybe when he saw Bundy working maybe in Memphis, I think he wanted him to come in for this big. I mean that's a big monster to slay, so to say.
Well, this was during a time when they were feeding Hogan monster heels to slay. Oh, and here he comes now, the red and yellow. He's got the headband on. He's got the shirt. He's got the Hogan belt right there. Mr. X, is that one of your favorite belts?
I like the green strap belt. Frankly, it had all the champions' names on it, on the side plates.
Wasn't this the Wing Eagle belt, or was that a different one?
No, the Winged Eagle belt wouldn't debut until several years later.
Oh,
like into the 90s. This is 1986 here. Hogan rips off his shirt at the top of the cage. Well, we know he can climb the cage.
But if you notice underneath the belt that he's wearing, looks like his ribs are heavily taped here. I think there's a mistake one month after being injured to get in there with this monster in a steel cage, but I guess the show must go on here.
Well, Hogan had that match with the Magnificent Morocco already, and as you said, Bundy attacked him, laid him out, avalanche splashed him, so it's going to be an uphill battle for Hogan here. Well, we know he can climb the cage, unabated, so we'll see what happens as this match wears on.
Oh, and you see the greatest manager of all time out there, Bobby Heenan. He's been trying to get a championship match with Hogan for a while. He finally has a monster to do it, and here they go.
Bundy had come quite a ways from his early days in wrestling. I know he worked for. I know he was working for the Crockett's in the Carolinas. Like, we're talking like maybe late '70, early '80, and I know Ric Flair saw him there, and when he made his home there, and Flair had been on tour. He saw Rick Steamboat and he wanted to work with Rick Steamboat, and he worked it out where Bundy, who was a, believe it or not, fresh-faced kid with hair, and he sent the Crockett sent Bundy to Ole, and there he became King Kong Bundy.
That's something I was unaware of. And I know, and I believe Bundy also worked for Fritz Von Erich down in the world-class territory, I believe.
Looks like Hogan's trying to end this one quick.
Well, Mr. X, that's smart against this huge monster with injured ribs. I think he needs to get out of there fast. The longer the match goes, the worse it's going to be for him, because he's going to be hurting. Them ribs are going to be hurting. He can't take full breaths right now, because anytime you breathe in, his ribs are going to be hurting here.
Bundy goes straight for the midsection and kick to the gut right there.
Now, in this match, we will not see Bundy's trademark of a 5 count.
Well, as you said, this is an escape only, right? So the pinfall's not going to do you any good here to win the championship.
That's correct. And Bundy had a thing where, he would beat some of the lower tier guys and demand a 5 count from the referee. Now, I believe I saw it once where a guy kicked out at 4, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know if he got the Duke or not, but I believe he stopped doing it after that.
All right, I don't recall that, but
I mean, that's until he got back into WWF at the time, and he started doing it against some of the jobbers and some of the
Oh, right there. Heenan's got the door open for Bundy, and Hogan's quick to jump and pounce and grab around his ankle there to keep him from getting out. Well, I guess you could escape out the door as well.
Yes, any escape necessary. Bundy going after them ribs. He picked him up, slammed him against the steel cage. Oh, Heenan opened the door again. See if Bundy can get out of here.
Bundy's steady trying to get out that door. I don't see Bundy climbing over the cage, frankly.
Do you think where the door is in the corner, Bundy's size is causing him a little problem getting out the door that close to the ring corner here?
I think Hogan's making it hard for him to get out the door at this point. Oh, Bundy's going after those taped ribs there. The tape or ace bandage. They're wrapped.
Oh, he's unrolling him like a cheap rug here.
A Tootsie Roll maybe. Um, Bundy's got that bandage around Hogan's throat. He's choking him. I don't think there's any disqualification in this match there, Jim.
No, there's not, Mr. X. It's a steel cage match, so anything goes. Bundy could do just about anything he wants to him. He could have Bobby Heenan get involved. It's all legal.
Couldn't Bobby Heenan pass like a chainsaw through those holes? I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous.
Well, Mr. X, I think that might constitute a crime if he tries to attack Hogan with a...
That's true.
But
who would ever see like some type of violent crime on a wrestling main event?
I'm not sure. Oh, looks like Bundy's... Hogan's raking the eyes here.
That's Bundy's third attempt to get out that door, and Hogan's just not ready to give up that championship quite yet.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, I don't think Bundy can climb the cage. I think he has to go out the door just with his massive size. I'm not sure if he's able to get up over the top of it.
Bundy's a large guy here. Not tall, but just wide. Hogan goes for a big back elbow and a chop. That's not common of Hogan there. Nice boot to his midsection here.
Now, if this is a no DQ, anything goes match, Mr. X, why wouldn't he, maybe do like a low blow here and get him really incapacitated here?
Hogan doesn't cheat. Hogan just rammed Bundy's head into the blue steel of that cage.
Well, if it's
and Bundy's face down for a good length of time here.
If it's any trend, a steel cage match is highly, highly dangerous, and that's when you have blood appear and
looks like Bundy's busted open there, folks, and Hogan is not shy about punching him in the head where the blood appears to be running out.
And normally punches are illegal, but in a wrestling match, but this is anything goes, so...
I suppose they're as legal as choking someone with an ace bandage, right?
Well, again, this is a no DQ match. We have a little bit of buffering, but Hogan with the old school back rake, you don't see that a lot anymore.
Hogan's gonna go to... Oh, man, Hogan rams Bundy's head against the cage again. It looks like he's going for a third. Man, Hogan's got Bundy rocking and rolling here, Jim.
Now, Mr. X, what would happen if he threw Bundy into the cage and that cage broke and Bundy hit the floor?
And I guess if Bundy's feet hit the floor first, he'd be the winner, actually.
Have you ever seen that happen prior to this?
No, I have not. Well, I mean, in the future, after this, it would happen, but I don't know as of to this point it would. I think it'd be very dangerous to the crowd if that were to happen at this point, frankly.
I believe you're right, because they are pretty up close to the action here.
Hogan's going for a body slam, and see, that's not going to do his back any favors here, Jim.
Well, I think with his injured ribs, that he's not able to get his full power up there because he's stretching the ribs, stretching that muscle. Hogan's down; he's really hurting.
Heenan's telling Bundy some advice there, looks like, and he looks like he's trying to urge him to get out while Hogan's down. And Hogan's across he's across the ring from Bundy.
Looks like Heenan's trying to help pull him out. Uh-oh.
Looks like Hogan's going to go choke Bundy with that same bandage now. That's going to keep him from getting out of that cage.
Well, as I said before, anything goes.
If he could incapacitate him or, render him unconscious that way, I guess it would be easy for him to get out the door and climb over the cage.
That is correct.
Now, I've met Magnificent Morocco before, and I do think that he intended to hurt Hulk Hogan ahead of this match.
Are you saying he was trying to hurt him for himself or for Bundy? Is it sort of teamwork there? Is there some sort of a payoff here or what?
Not sure, but I think his intention might have been to hurt the Hulkster. I've met the man before. I think that might have been his intention.
What? How many times is this now for Bundy trying to get out the door? 4, 5, 6?
I believe this is number 5 right now. Not as many as Lana's gone through that table on Raw, but hey, what the heck? Bundy, no, he's just dropping some hammers on Hogan's back. No, Hogan, it looks like he's almost had about enough beating, and he's ready to come back here. Oh, Bundy with a big avalanche splash in the corner, but the Hulkster doesn't look phased. Kick to the gut of Hogan, and the Hulkster still, hey, reverses Bundy into the corner. I don't believe it. Hogan just power slammed King Kong Bundy out of that corner.
Now he's looking around. Oh, he might be going for his famous leg drop. There it is. And now usually Hogan would get the pin here, but again, there's no pinfalls here. Now, if Hogan was smart, he would start climbing the cage while King Kong Bundy is down.
There's Hogan. He's up to the top turnbuckle here.
I don't know if King Kong Bundy can get to. Looks like Hogan took a little too much time posing after the power slam here.
Looks like Bundy's climbing. Is going to try and climb. No, he's not going to try and
climb. Oh, but as you see, there goes Bobby Heenan trying to prevent Hogan from getting out.
Oh, Hogan just pushed Bundy down with his foot.
What do you think Bobby Heenan's going to do to help prevent him getting out of the cage here?
Looks like he's getting up and trying to interfere with Hogan, but Hogan's kicking away at Heenan on the outside. Hogan's on the outside of the cage now, climbing down.
Looks like we're going to have a race there. Oh.
No, Hulk Hogan gets to the floor first before Bundy can get out the door.
Uh-oh. Looks like Bundy's being, he's down and hurt. Looks like Hulk Hogan is stalking Bobby the Brain Heenan here.
Well, let's not make any mistakes. Your winner and still World Wrestling Federation champion is Hulk Hogan.
Now, Bobby Heenan's trying to trap himself in the cage, but I don't think that's very smart because he has nowhere to go. Hulk Hogan is trying to open the door to get to Heenan. Now, Bobby Heenan is a former wrestler, but he's been a manager for quite some time now, and I'm not sure how much ring shape he's in to deal with the guy of Hogan here.
No, I don't think so. Bundy is bleeding. Bundy is in bad sorts on the floor on the outside. Hogan's got Heenan now. He's punching him in the head. One punch. Looks like he's going to set him up for... Oh, no. He just runs his head into the cage. No need for an atomic drop there.
I don't believe he's done. I believe he's going to be... Oh, you mentioned an atomic drop.
You got the atomic drop from the Hulkster.
You must be prophetic. Oh, and he knocked Bobby Heenan straight out of the cage.
To the floor. Referee's going to take that championship belt. Tommy Lasorda is going to announce Hogan as the winner. And the Hulkster is going to get his championship belt back, hold it high in the middle of the ring. And that is Hebner.
Now, which one? Because there are...
That would be Dave Hebner.
And that's going to play an important role in a huge match coming up in a little bit. And we'll bring you that video.
Oh, we definitely will cover that. But as you can see, the Hulkster, he's cupping that hand. He wants the fans on each side of the ring to let him know.
This is a staple of Hulk Hogan. He must pose.
All right, he's pointing. He wants to know who wants the double bicep first. I think he's gonna give it to everyone anyway. Let's just be honest.
Now, Hulk Hogan has main evented or was involved in main events for the first 9 WrestleManias.
Amazing. And this is the earliest days of the World Wrestling Federation / WWE. And he was a huge part of it. I mean, let's just be real here.
Well, you know, Hulkamania did run wild. He was their top star for quite a long time. And they made a lot of money with him. A lot of money with the feuds he had. He could sell out the arenas just by doing this.
A butt for every seat, my friend. All right, there you have it, folks. WrestleMania 2, Hogan, Bundy.
Well, folks, I hope you're enjoying this our series here. We will be bringing you more.
I hope you're planning to pay me one of these times.
No, I can't afford you. That's why you're off camera. Now, we're going to be doing more of these videos, and we're going to be uploading more content. It won't just be WrestleManias. We're going to be doing other, like Starcades, other major events in the wrestling world. Some that changed the business, some that shocked the world. But I hope everybody has a good night. It's getting colder here, and everybody be safe out there. And we'll see you guys later. Adios.